Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Buffalo Bills. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5 quarterback from Wyoming. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Now let's take a look here at the Bills' offense.
It's hard not to describe Sammy Watkins as explosive, but when you really break down his game, it's actually footwork. Think about basketball players. When they get the ball in triple threat position and that first jab step, that establishes everything they're going to do thereafter. That's the way Sammy Watkins is. First step off the line of scrimmage, gets him right into his route.
Now T.J. Yeldon, that bulldozing through multiple tackles. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Brown 80s. Right there in the middle, 55.
First down at the 45-yard line. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Robert Quinn gets to the quarterback as well as any defensive end in the league. A lot of it goes back to his high school wrestling background. He understands leverage and hands as well as anyone.
Mike 54. Here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board. And a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend. Sets all the line calls and blocks so aggressively.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. I got you. Kill.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down carry by Elliott, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case,
and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
The point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Hey, get in the way.
First try for the right arm of Dalton here. He's got Sanu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
First and 10 for Dalton. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47. And Dalton to throw. And this one brought in by Sanu. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. To throw here, Dalton. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Trying to run forward Pollard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Let's go. Let's go.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Crockett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Hands up! Wait! Check 55 to Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Hands up!
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On second down, it's Pollard. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third down, Crockett. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. With it is Brown. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, Mohamed Sanu is marching back onto the field now. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Dalton here from the gun.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Another chance for Dalton. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, It's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Caught by Sanu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
3:68. Hands up. Hands up.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton. And this one caught by Beasley.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
This will be Dalton again. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Anthony Ferkser as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The 40, 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
The extra point up and good. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this And then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Andy Dalton now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 16, Dalton. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They run here with Singletary. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it'll be Singletary, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. And some room to work. A big run that time by Elliott.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Run for Pollard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
it, baby. That's it. That's it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down movement. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Fertzer. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the draw, here's Williams. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Again, it's Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Crockett. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night, and that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, Crockett. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Dalton. Here's Sanu on the catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Back him up, back him up.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Crockett is going to find his running back. It's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. Crockett. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Zeke with a shake and bake, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Okay, buddy, I see you.
Go, 18 Gator.
59, Mike to 59.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Now, they'll try and sneak it here. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Let's get off the field.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling? Up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do.
Point after try forthcoming. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Dalton and the offense now. Down 21-20. A little under 30 seconds remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10.
Lead.
55, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
So now Dalton. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Big spot. Andy Dalton. Got him in. It's Brown. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Dalton wants to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And they take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.